Now, Jimmy's got me 3/4 convinced. I think I'm going to stop going to the White House Correspondents'
You got to
Dinner.
stop.
And I'm
because you meet the people, of course. So I know it just firsthand, right? Whenever, as a comedian, I make fun of people, right? That's what comedians do, we make fun of. And then every once in a while, I'll bump into them. And of course, they're fucking human beings. And it makes me feel shitty. And then I'll take the video down and I don't want to make fun of them anymore. I got to stop meeting them.
I get past that.
And I tell you guys, I got to tell you guys a story I never told you. Remember, I came on this show after the election and made fun of Mark Pryor, Senator Mark Pryor, and his ad. Remember when I did that?
Oh, and that was great. I remember that.
And it went kind of
a long time ago.
It went kind of viral in Arkansas. Then I was up in New Hampshire for my own show. This is zerohour.com. I was up in New Hampshire interviewing people when the primary took place there, and they're sending the proxies around Radio Row, and they sit a proxy down in front of me. It's Mark Pryor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Super awkward. It was. He knew who I was, and he remembered the video, and I did. I felt shitty, but. Because he was a nice guy, obviously, and I would have never done. And to your point, I never would have done such a harsh takedown of him and remember his stupid ad about I don't know, David. I turn to the Bible as my North Star because I don't know what my ideals really are. It would have been hard to do if I'd met him.
I'm still working on that phrase, went viral in Arkansas. I think if anything I ever did went viral in Arkansas, it would scare me to death, I tell you.
Well, let me tell you something.
Like Alonzo's going viral in Arkansas, watch out.
The phrase went viral in Arkansas is how I got my nickname Mad Cow Disease.
Yeah, no doubt. I had that experience with Darryl Strawberry.
Oh, that's
really?
interesting.
Back in the 90s, I used to make fun of Darryl Strawberry. I had this joke when he was with the Dodgers and he missed a game, like he was sitting at home getting high. Are those the Dodgers? That was the joke. And I was doing this fundraiser and he was there, and a lot of people knew the joke. And I said, "Hey, Darryl, I cracked on you about." He was like, "No, man, I understand. That's part of it." Like he knew, like you're a comedian, of course. I missed a baseball game. And had numerous other things. So I think they get it. Most of them get it. Now Trump doesn't get it. Trump would have tweeted at me. But most of them in public, whether they be politicians, athletes, entertainers, or whatever, they know when they screw up, comics are going to make fun of them. That's part of the job.
No, it's different. It's different on 2 counts. One is you guys are comics. You get much more of a pass. Number 2 is celebrities know it. But in Washington, it's not acceptable. I told this in a post game for the members. I had 2 people that I've ripped on air just shake my hand. They know who I am, right? Shake my hand and go, "Yeah, nice to see you, Cenk," and then do this to me, like literally. Okay, no, actually 3 people, and there was no question. One of them escorted me out of a VIP section at a Google party. We're the top news channel on YouTube, which is owned by Google, right? I was like, I don't want to mess around with her. Like, I don't care. You go have your moment. Because they think like, oh, I showed him, right? You didn't show me. Yeah, you did. You showed me who you are, right? And so that I don't mind at all, okay? But it's the nice people that I got an issue with. Like Donna Brazile, during this campaign cycle, before we knew she was leaking the emails, she gave me a fist bump and said, "Oh, I love your videos. Go get them." No, next time I see her, I'm going to feel terrible.
Cenk,
right?
have you heard some of the things I've said about you? Went viral in Milwaukee.
Well, Sheriff David Clark is there. You don't want to go viral in Milwaukee. But I started the story by talking about Rand Paul. I see him at a White House Correspondents' Dinner. And so it's one of the pre-parties, and he had such a great line about Trump. I was like, dude, why didn't you say that when you were running against him, right? He said, Trump is truth-telling without the truth.
That is a great line.
It is.
Yeah.
That is.
So like in some sense, you talk to these guys, you get a better sense of what's going on in D.C., so there's the upside of meeting them, right? But the downside is, I fight it because I know we can't do that. We can't pull our punches. But as a human being, you get prone to pull punches. So I'm thinking of not going to D.C. anymore.
But isn't it also true, part of being a politician is being likable? I mean, that's part of the job and part of the personality. I heard that about George Bush, about W, that when you met him in the room, that he was that good old boy, the most likable person. Doesn't mean that his policies are suddenly right or whatever. But
I
so
did meet
when you're
him, and
in
he
that
was
position,
likable.
when you're at that correspondence dinner and you're meeting these people, like you're meeting people who are on. You know what I mean? They're on. They're
Yes.
being nice and likable and
Yeah.
lovable because that's part of the job.
They're at a job interview. That's their
thing
best
with,
self.
with celebrities and so on. When they do the publicity for the movie or the interviews or whatever, they have to be nice. Like they might know the movie sucks, right? But they have to be like, this is the greatest film ever made. And it's like, you know, sorry, Mr. Affleck, maybe not.
Yeah.
You know, just Superman versus Batman, horrible. But
Now you're not. Next time you and Ben Affleck are having lunch, you're going to be so embarrassed.
no,
that you
because
said
I
it.
love the town. Me and Ben.
That was a great movie. You don't want to sign up for membership?
Wrong.
You're going to love membership. TYTnetwork.com/join.